everybody, it's Angie. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very fun video that I have for you, and it is in collaboration with Mehron. I'm going to be doing a holiday collaboration with them, showing you some of their products and creating a fun character. I am going for a snowman with a little bit of Yeti in there, you know, abominable snowman kind of thing. A snowmeti, a snetty, if you will. So we're gonna have fun with that, but I want to show you the products that they sent me to create this look. The first kit I want to highlight is the special effects makeup kit, and I think this is a really nice, awesome, versatile little kit. You get a lot of product, there's a lot of bang for your buck. It's valued well over $200, and it's not $200, so that's great. I often get asked what's a good kit to start with if your child, for instance, wants to get into effects, or if you want to dabble into effects, if you got a little extra free time during this year. It's a great little kit because there are a ton of different products. So I'm gonna do some close-ups of the products and show you exactly what's in here. Let's start with blood. There are 3 kinds of blood in here. We have a coagulated, so we have a squirt blood, a thinner blood, and then stage blood. There is also a modeling putty and extra flesh, so you can create skin effects and wounds on the skin. You can even add like bumps to your nose and things like that. We have a color set translucent powder along with a Mehron puff. These come in handy and are always in my kit. A few tools to help you in application. There's some brushes. We have a black stipple sponge, which is really great for texture and adding like blood. We've got 2 non-latex sponges and these beautiful Q-tips. They have the pointed tips so you can get really nice edges on your prosthetics when you use these. And we have the Bruise Wheel Pro Color Ring. So many times I have used this. I mean, you can even use it for lipstick. It's great. There is a palette as well, and there are cream lens and mask covers in here. There are a couple of little latex wounds that you can apply and use your blood on. And we have some crepe hair, which is really fun, and you apply that with spirit gum, which brings me to the spirit gum, because there is spirit gum as well. And there is spirit gum remover. Very, very important to have the remover. There is some rigid collodion for creating scar effects on the skin. This is exciting, I've never used this. It's called Fixative A. It's a prosthetic sealer. There's also tooth effects in blood red and nicotine. I swear whenever you do the teeth, it always kind of finishes off the makeup for me. And there's barrier spray, which is a sealant, so you can apply this over your makeup once you're finished to help seal it. And hair silver, which is really, really fun for aging. Now we have a little bit of 3D gel, which is really great for burn makeups. So you warm this up in a water bath, warm water bath, and you can sculpt on the skin. And liquid latex, one of my absolute favorites. Absolute, essentially must have this in my kit at all times. To remove the makeup, we have a makeup remover lotion. After everything's said and done, you got to clean your brushes, so there's also brush cleaner. That's everything in the kit, so I'm going to show you some other things they sent as well. They also sent the Skin Prep, which is a pre-makeup skin toner. I have this in my kit already. I have 2 bottles actually, and it's great for prepping the skin, which I'll show you in a second. Also, I didn't realize that Mehron had such great brushes. Like, these brushes are fantastic for body painting, and these little liner striper brushes are great for details. So I'm excited to keep these in my kit. And finally, I want to show you this guy. This is incredible. It is their Paradise Paint palette. So all of their Paradise paints, which is actually the very first face paints and body paints I ever bought. So here they are. This palette is beautiful. I'm so excited to have this because it's so easy to throw into your kit and take to set, and you basically have any color you need. So let's get started on the Meti, the Snow Yeti. Time to take the gingerbreads off. Ow! They're stickers. Step 1 is to remove the makeup that I'm currently wearing, and I'm going to be using the makeup remover lotion for this. I added a little to a makeup wipe and then soaked off my lipstick, since lipstick typically needs to be soaked, because it's a bit more stubborn. And then I removed the rest of the makeup on my face. Next, I'm toning my skin using the Skin Prep. Removing any makeup or oils from the skin is going to help prosthetics and makeup adhere better for a longer lasting application. I covered my eyebrows with a washable glue stick and then powdered them down with the Color Set powder and the Mehron powder puff. I couldn't really envision an evil snow beast with hair, so I slapped on a bald cap. Apparently I was very happy to do this. Looks like I'm happy in this video. Anyway, I secured the edges with a medical grade adhesive, starting from the center of my forehead and then working outwards. And now, my friends, it is time to build this monster's mouth, this toothy mouth prosthetic. I built this up on my life cast using teeth that I sculpted from polymorph plastic, a whole lot of liquid latex, and a few cotton balls. I started rolling out a few snakes of wall tack, and wall tack is basically what you stick posters to your wall with. Any kind of clay would work, even Play-Doh will work for this. So I'm going to roll out these snakes and create an outline of a smile. This is going to give me a base for me to stick the teeth into. Now this makeup is all about the teeth, so I went for 2 layers around the mouth. So we want to think Bruce from Finding Nemo, but frozen. I gotta mix all the Disney things together. Frozen and Bruce and Olaf. Using liquid latex and unrolled cotton balls, I secured the teeth in place. I added a layer of latex around the teeth, then saturated the cotton ball in latex and placed it onto the life cast. You're basically building up lips. It's going to take multiple layers to build up this volume around the mouth. A helpful tip is to use a brush to lightly sculpt the latex and cotton balls. If you so desire, you can save the brush by coating it in petroleum jelly. Another tip is to use a piping bag like you would use for cake decorating, filled with liquid latex to fill in the gaps between the teeth and further secure them in place. So you're basically piping on gums for the teeth. All my years decorating cakes is coming in handy, I swear. The nose was created using aluminum foil as a base. I rolled it into a cone shape and popped it on the life cast with a little bit of liquid latex. Then I started wrapping layers of cotton around the cone, creating almost a unicorn horn shape for my carrot. And this is going to take multiple layers to build up that volume. I let this sucker dry overnight and then I dusted it with Color Set powder. And you want to gently peel this off the live cast. I used a brush to kind of pry underneath the teeth. And then once I got it loose, I started putting powder between the prosthetic and the live cast because it's liquid latex and it sticks to itself, and that just helps it come up a little easier. Are you ready? Are you ready for Snetty? Because it's application time. With a black cream from the Mehron palette, I lined the inside of the mouth of the prosthetic. Next, I'm going to place that prosthetic to my skin, put it in place, and lightly press it down. This is going to transfer the black outline onto my face and give me a guideline on where I need to fill in. And with that same black cream makeup, I filled in the outline and set with Color Set powder. I glued down the mouth using the same adhesive I used for the bald cap. And at this point, I decided to use more cotton and liquid latex to blend the edges of the mouth into my skin. The cotton acts as a blender of sorts to disguise the edge between my skin and the prosthetic. Snowmanty's brows aren't looking sinister enough. I think Snowmanty is my favorite of all the mashups I've come up with. Anyway, so you guessed it, I'm going to sculpt on some more volume with cotton and latex. We're going to do a sinister brow. Many layers later and a couple of hair dryers to help it dry, and we are ready to paint this Yeti. But first, a layer of powder. Starting with the white Paradise paint from the palette, I stippled on the color to the prosthetic, the bald cap, and to my skin. Next, with a white cream makeup and a fan brush, I increased the opacity of the white. I love using fan brushes because of the textures they create, so I like to sweep this cream makeup on top of the other white, and it gives it that snow texture that I've been looking for. I went ahead and added another layer of color set and used my powder puff to press it into the cream. Now is the time I would insert a carrot joke, but I couldn't find one that sliced it. Anyway, using the Paradise palette, I painted the nose with the orange. Then I shaded the carrot's valleys, the dents in the carrot, with a darker orange, and added highlights with a golden yellow. I'd say it was 24 karat gold, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'll stop. Time to invite some depth to the party with shading. I used the gray paint to define around the teeth. I watered down the paint a bit so that it wouldn't apply it so opaquely. I want an almost watercolor effect. And if you remember the stippling from earlier, well, now it's back, and I'm going to repeat that with the gray and focus the stipple in the contours of my snow face. I also added the gray to the lines in my forehead, my frown lines, anywhere around the eyes that I wanted more emphasis, my sinister brow, you know. I call them character lines. Next, I grabbed the bruise wheel and used midnight blue to deepen the tooth sockets. It's such a nice deep blue color that I thought it worked really well with the snow palette. And any area of skin left, I painted white and gray using that same stippling technique. I added black around the eyes and then applied the barrier spray to seal in my snowy glamour. After adding contacts, I knew I wanted more intensity around the eyes because let's face it, my eyes are made of coal. So I rimmed my eyes with black liner, coal liner, and set with black eyeshadow. Since I'm feeling festive, I made sure to draw in some under eye bags as well. Oh wait, hold up. Of course, no evil Olaf is complete without the blood of thine enemies. I applied the squirt blood with the black stipple sponge to my teeth and around my lips. My snow lips. If you are recreating this at home and at this point do not look like a bloody killer snow cone, then I have failed you as a teacher. Well, that was a bloody good time, don't you think? If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on it and leave me a comment letting me know your favorite holiday movie. Bet you can guess what mine is. Special thanks to Mehron for sponsoring this video. They were the first brand of theatrical makeup that I ever purchased and used on my channel, so it means a whole lot to me that they wanted to work together on this video. Also, thank you guys so much for watching, and happy holidays.